If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what's an implementation problem that's common among a lot of salespeople, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silverman Bell, coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day talking about sales and business, and a fantastic day talking about you. I'm coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets. All right. It really doesn't matter the industry, it doesn't matter the service. This is a common problem that I see most people make when it comes to the implementation of sales, sales strategy, sales training, sales coaching, sales advice, sales tips, and it's like the 50% rule, okay? And the 50% rule is this. I go to a class, I go to a meeting, I get some coaching, I get some training, I meet with somebody who's going to help me out, and I listen to 50%. 50%. And then I go to implement, and I only implement 50%. And then go to the coach, go to the trainer, it didn't work. Well, tell me what you did. Well, I did 1, 2, 3, and then the coach or the trainer says, what happened to 4, 5, or 6? I didn't do it. There's a lot of times where the accountability, like this is gonna, like I'm gonna hurt some feelings. Heads up, it'll be okay. You might get some bruises, you might get some bumps. You're gonna be okay. There's a lot of times where it wasn't the coach. There's a lot of really good coaches out there. It wasn't the trainer. There's a lot of really good trainers out there. It wasn't the mentor. There's a lot of really good mentors out there. It was the execution or the implementation. It was, I didn't quite listen. I didn't quite ask enough questions. So here's the thing. Here's my general rule in life. If I got a question, I'm asking it. I don't care where it is. I don't care who it's to. I don't care if somebody thinks it's appropriate or not appropriate. Not my problem. I got a question. So last week, I'm in London. I'm in London, England, at a fantastic Savoy hotel for a business meeting. And there's 30 people in the room. And the person in the front of the room says, dot, dot, dot. And everybody looks around like, I don't understand. And nobody raises their hand. And I'm like, all right, I'll be the jerk in the room. Hey, time out. I have no clue what you just said. Can you explain it to me a different way? And the person in the front of me goes, yeah, sure, no problem. Explains it another way. I'm like, fantastic, we're on board. And it's the difference of a 0 on an income or 2 zeros or 3 zeros on an income by being willing to raise your hand and go, hey, how do I put this in use? I'm not quite sure. It's your role and responsibility as a salesperson, if that's what you do, as somebody who's in a form of leadership, to say, I don't know, I don't understand. I'll give you another example. Yesterday, I'm on the phone with an accountant, and the accountant is spitting out numbers. Just spitting out numbers. And I'm like, time out, dude. My brain, I'm like, I'm way back here. Can we, and we're on a Zoom call. So I go, let me do this. So I open up a Google document. And I go, is this what you're saying? And I'm sharing it over Zoom. I'm sharing the screen. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, dude, this is your role and responsibility. You're trying to sell this program. This isn't on me. This is a you thing. But nobody ever told him, like, hey, time out, dude. I'm completely lost. You're trying to sell me something. Create a screen. Like my 9th grade teacher, Mr. Fuentes, Rudder Middle School, like not 15 miles from here. Mr. Fuentes always says, draw a map, draw a picture. Draw a diagram. Like if you ever get stuck, draw a picture, draw a diagram. Sometimes in life, when you're working with somebody, you have to draw a picture, draw a diagram. Now here's the thing. You want to be better at sales. You want to be better at what you do. You should absolutely join my email publication. Right here, go to this URL, type it into a browser. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. It's an email publication and you will freaking love it. Okay? You will. Be aware that a lot of times it's sloppy execution that stops you from moving forward for the thing that you need in life. A lot of times, it's not the training, it's not the coaching, it's the execution. Now, I will give you a caveat. There is, almost opened a can of worms. There's a person that trains in an industry that I know about very well, right? And this person, you will never, ever duplicate their process in a way that makes sense and works. They can't even do it. How do I know? Seen it in action. A lot of times, you're going to find a coach or a mentor where the content can be duplicated. If nobody on the team can do it, that's a sign from heaven that says it sucks. If there's certain people on the team that have been able to do it, somebody's not paying attention, somebody's not implementing right. It's your role and responsibility to raise your hand, right, and say, hey, I got questions. And you know what? If everybody else gets mad, that's their problem. It's your role and responsibility to ask those questions. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.